Emperor Combat and GRR are going to square off. Now this is going to be an NLBC Classic here.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but this has generally gone the direction of Combat, right?
I believe, yes. Combat does usually come out the victor in this situation. Don't know who Combat's going to be going for, but GRR has been trying to play other characters for specific matchups. He doesn't like when the smaller hitbox, or I'm sorry, the smaller hurt box characters squirm out of that pressure, that guaranteed pressure, or the pressure we all thought was guaranteed on day one. But of course, with a little bit of labbing and a little bit of testing out, we can find ways around it. And of course, this is just an amazing product that has incredible lab system where you can record inputs, record any kind of playback, and study anything you need to in any matchup. That's why we've seen, success from players like Tekken Master, who has the ability to, to lab things and test things throughout, even though he doesn't have much of an offline scene where he's from. But we're gonna keep it here between Combat and GRR. GRR looking like he's highlighting Baraka. Now that's something
interesting.
Yeah, okay, so he's been playing Baraka.
I believe it. Okay, so it is going to go back to the normals. They were kind of like trying to bluff each other a little bit. But now it's really interesting because you were talking about how he doesn't particularly like using Garrus against certain small hitbox characters. But actually, the real advantage here, I think, is the other way around. Now, Combat is almost 100%. You could say he's a Johnny Cage main. He plays a million characters, but his Johnny is the best, I would say, maybe in the world. Possibly. There's a lot we haven't seen, but so far from what we've seen. Now, he only likes playing the same way, right? Only against larger hitbox characters because he doesn't like the whiffs from Johnny, but he always gets to play it against Garrus, so that's why he has such a high success rate against Garrus's.
Yes, and especially against GRR, because this is GRR's main character here. Checking those fireballs there, keeping the combo going, and launching him up after that nut punch. That's going to be a very unsafe nut punch there from Combat. Not sure if that was an execution error or a miss. Hit confirmed here. The overhead gonna lead into the crushing blow. Gonna break the back, and a few ribs there inside that Johnny Cage torso.
And that is already running that damage back super, super close. One or two more hits, and you're gonna bring Combat into that fatal blow range, which is way, way scarier with him than most other characters, just because he's not of the fatal blow, but the fact that he's getting the cancel. So he does have the cancels now. Any single hit that he's got is potentially gonna convert or be a lot scarier on block.
Yes, definitely gonna be scary on block. You gotta watch out for it. A little bit of a stagger here from GRR, not enough to get the round, but what's gonna be for breakfast?
He rolled right into his arms.
Right into this throw, throwing him. Now that wasn't a punish, but Combat definitely had the opportunity to either neutral duck or to tech that throw there. So he was just on edge, ready to not get punished.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a 33-33-33 situation at the best in that situation. But, hey, look at that. GRR taking round one, and he was on the back foot a lot of that round.
What a punish, whipping out that down two and having enough time to walk up with some of the best forward advancing mids and lows in this game, which is Johnny Cage's arsenal right here. He's really great at just shutting down and always taking his turn, whether that's you getting checked with a down four or you trying to poke back with something. A little bit of a whiff there, and Combat tying it up here in this first game.
Yeah, he just didn't give GRR a single opportunity that round. I mean, one single opportunity was all it took in that last round. Beautiful down one anti-air. The breakaway is going to prevent too much damage from coming out, and back to the corner you go.
Nice kicks right to the face, launching him up. Great recognition or anticipation of the breakaway, knowing that, hey, even if I can't combo him, I'm going to brass knuckle up. Now what those brass knuckles do is they give Johnny Cage more chip damage across the board, not just with his hands, but also with his feet.
He does kick way more in this game than other games.
Yes, he does.
Look at that. He's like 90% legs, man.
Oh, legs here. The Jean-Claude Van Damme here, popping off here, going green, showing off all the moves, and of course the patented Johnny Cage split there at the end in midair. Combat, understanding, yes, this is the right way to go. The one that's second guessing himself right now is GRR. Do I go with Garrus? Now we couldn't see it on shot there, but I believe GRR's assigned coach pretty much for the rest of his life is Coach T.
Is Coach, yeah, he is the coach. Oh, look at that, representing Noble, giving a nice shout out to his sponsor on stream. That's a good player. That's how you know you picked up the right player. When he's like, oh, look, I'm on stream for 20 seconds. Here we go. Look at my sponsor. But I mean, this has got to feel bad. I do have to say, this has got to feel bad. You know, anybody who comes from your local, you always want them to win. So the fact that they have to team kill from NLBC to see who makes it into losers top 8, I mean, one of them is going to be happy for the other, but the other one, I mean, it's rough. You know, you hate to see your teammates go down, especially if it's your fault.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's locals being prideful of their locals. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, these guys are in it to win it at the end of the day. This is a one-on-one scenario. This is not a team sport at all. This is all about the player. Great chuck of that plasma again, knocking him out of the air and being able to kind of continue the offense, continue the onslaught, and try to guess right on his opponent's wake up.
And all right, getting out of the corner. This is really nice for GRR. He's gonna have to take this advantage very, very strongly. All right, Oki and Oki, gotta guess right every time. Down one and a down one on block. Just stays good.
How did he almost convert that? Jumping over to the other side, kicking him right through, but it's okay. GRR getting that judo chop, crushing blow thanks to that counter or punish.
Oh, that will likely reach really, really far. But just going back to neutral here. Wow, didn't stay plus on that, didn't spin the meter.
Oh, Lucho, I'm sorry, a jump back, but it wasn't executed perfectly enough. The up two, probably the first time, and he went for the breakaway literally as soon as he possibly could, but GRR was on top of it. The only way to stop a breakaway is to hit him with a fatal blow.
But he's alive, he's alive. That skilled so much, but it doesn't matter. The sand trap is taking it, and on top of that, almost even better than winning the round, he's pushing the whole game back to mid-screen where he's going to be way more confident.
And look at how slow that defensive meter builds up on combat side. He needs to wait so long for that breakaway to be accessible again. So GRR needs to find those hits and needs to make sure that they hurt. And this is going to be the first one.
Oh, no, didn't quite confirm it fully, but he's still going to get a good amount of damage. Not the full, like, almost 400 that we usually see, though.
Correct. Now, Combat's breakaway is available again, so GRR is going to be needing to find back-to-back situations to get all that damage.
Yeah, but just getting opened up by these, I mean, like back before so many times. Just gotta stay patient. Of course, the plus frames are always what's scary. And being able to jam the straight projectiles into a larger box character is why he likes it. Lands the cross-up mix-up, but he's putting himself in the corner for it. He's gonna have to figure out a way to not let that happen. Oh no! And that should be it. Match point now for Combat.
GRR on life support. If he wants to stay in this tournament, he needs to win this round and continue to win this set. Getting clipped in the knee, not watching his toes, not blocking low. And the nut punch. Restand situation, susceptible to throws and having no access to any of those wake-up attacks. No wake-up roll, no wake-up up 2 or up 3.
And that's a huge issue against this pressure of Johnny Cage. Taking it back to mid-screen, but again, defensive meter gone, and there's a huge life lead. Just needs one more conversion.
Oh, didn't confirm, didn't believe it was gonna connect, instead looking for some kind of stagger. Oh, a drop because he was airborne, and that is gonna be all she wrote. Combat taking it over GRR.